and welcome to my channel, The Stitchy Wife. I'm Elisabeth and it is time for Vlogmas in May, day 2. Welcome to my little sewing corner of the world. I am right now sitting and answering your wonderful comments, and one of my absolute favorite things of the day. And it is so exciting, this Vlogmas in May, I have to say, and I'm so thankful for all your support and not feeling or thinking that I'm all over the place and all out there. I'm really liking it so far, and there will be a lot of different kind of videos, because one day there will be all at home, and today I had a lot of medical help this morning, so there won't be too much video today. I don't know how much I will be able to sew. I took the time off to visit my neighbor just after the nurse left, and I just thought I needed some pick-me-up. And I got to say hello to Vega, the dog. I will insert some pictures here of both Vega and the garden. She has a beautiful garden and she's a great gardener, much better than me, as you saw yesterday. I'm still hoping on my potato plants, but I don't think I will get anywhere with the squash plant, if you know what I mean. I will insert a picture here if you didn't see it. Well, I will continue with answering the comments, and I will get back to you once I'm in the sewing room, because I need to finish a pattern test today. So I have to sew some. Actually, I will have to send some fit pictures. I won't be able to share that with you, but I can show you what maybe a sneak peek. I will check with Adrian if that's okay. Bye for now. Okay, it is time for a piece of pattern testing photos and fit photos, so I won't show you more than this, but I promise you will love it, as I always do the Adrian's patterns. But it is a lot of photos and a lot of info to get to the pattern maker, and I'm realizing I'm too tall for the camera stand, so I have to bend, and that is why I'm standing like this. Well, I will get back to you once I'm in the sewing room, but I just thought I would share that this is some part of my day too. And this is a linen fabric that actually was a bedspread, or what do you call it, sheet, bed sheet or bed linen from Lidl. And I bought last year, and it's pure linen, and it's amazing to the touch. Not at all my colors, unfortunately, so I'm thinking about if I can get this fit to work. I am thinking about dyeing it, but I don't know how it will react with all those different patterns, but we'll see. I will get back to you soon. Bye for now. Back in my sewing room. It is so cold out today. We had a lovely time sitting outside and fika before, me and Susanne and Vega, but it's getting so cold now, and it's getting so grey, so it's might even start to rain, so I had to change my clothes and had to find some joggers that I could add to this, because the skirt was way too cold. So this has made me very aware of the fact that I have to sew something for myself this month to be able to wear, because I think one of the reasons that I'm very often just keep on one of the reasons that I'm staying in my PJs or just walking around in my hoodie all day is because I can't find anything to wear. And especially in these mid-spring, mid-temperature, you know, it's in the mornings it can be cold, then it gets warm when the sun comes out, and then all of a sudden in the evening it gets freezing cold. And I think it's only a couple of degrees out now, and it's windy at the same time. So I have to figure something out. But today I am actually wearing my cozy jacket from Pattern Scout and my hug hoodie, my latest one that I made as a tutorial. But I think I told you in my last Friday sews that I reached out to the Made It patterns, and they don't want anyone to do tutorials for their patterns, and I completely understand. That is something that they want to take control over, and I can very well guess that when you are letting it free, so to speak, you don't know what's happened. So I completely get that. I'm just sad that I promised you without really checking first. So we will see if I can make it work in another way, or find another pattern with the same what do you call it, hem construction, and maybe use that. Or maybe I'm allowed just to share that process. We'll see. I will insert pictures of me somewhere wearing my joggers now. The joggers is the seamly pattern from, I think it is Allie Olsen that has designed them, and I think they were when I don't know if you remember, there was a page called Indisews, I think. It was a great page that she had. I think it was Allie that was responsible for it, and I think she coordinated the independent patterns and so on. But I guess it's gotten too big, so she can't do it like that anymore. But she doesn't have the seamly joggers anymore, and that is a great jogger pattern. So I'm really sorry that it isn't out there. I still have the size I'm using now, but I don't have the old pattern left because my computer crashed, and I'm currently on a 2007 year computer, and it is a very old one, and it is making editing a terrible thing. So that is why some of the things that I might say wrong and so on isn't cut out from edited out from this vlogmas. So please bear with me, but I'm trying to make it work because computers in Sweden are still very expensive. So we have to wait a while. Back to my module and my sweater that I tried yesterday, and the knit that I tried yesterday for my Marlo sweater. I've already cut out the Marlo sweater, so I don't have a choice. I need to sew this kind of fabric. I could never imagine it being so hard to sew. But it is, if you're looking at yesterday's vlog, you will see the terrible state the fabric was when I used it on my serger or overlocker. Now I tried it with some metal stretch thread, and it's still a bit, well, the seam is a bit wonky as you can see, but it's still a bit stretched out, but not at all as much as it was when I used the serger. So I think it will be this. I will use the metal thread, and then I have to finish the seams some way. I might try to see if it's better with a 2 threads serger stitch, or yeah, I don't know what to do, or maybe a zigzag, but I'm afraid that this, well, it may not fray that much. Come to look at it, I mean, you see, it is fraying, but maybe a zigzag is okay, because I don't think the stretch seams are working at all, because it's stretching it out terribly, and it is a difficult fabric for sure. But I will try and figure this out at least tonight and see where it takes me, and then I will have to start to do my final dress that I am sewing for the pattern test that I'm doing for Hey June Handmade, which you just saw a little sneak peek of when I took the fit pictures, and I'm doing that in a dark pink viscose. So that is my next project. I'm just so eager to do this first, so we'll see. Just about to prepare for the nurse to come, and I will share that today. So if you think it is uncomfortable or is you just don't want to see it, please feel free to skip to what I'm writing down here, because I completely understand that. I just wanted to share this since I said that I'm going to share and be honest and true about how my days are like. And this is sometimes 2 times a day, sometimes 1 times a day, and sometimes she's helping me to get an IV for the whole evening or the whole night, and it is a bit different. But yeah, this is she's been here this morning, and now she's coming back to help me with just the IV for the evening. And I'm gonna try and get some sewing in, so we finish on that note. But yeah, I just wanted to share that so you can see that, partly just to share that I am so grateful to be able to get this at home and not have to go to the hospital every time. When I first got sick, I had to go to the hospital every day and got these infusions, and it was tough. Now the hard part is that the IV isn't working all the time, and I'm quite scarred, and I have a port, as I've shared before, but it isn't working, and they've already tried to set it in different locations. So yeah, it will work as long as it works, and I'm grateful for every day I wake up and see the sun or see the rain or whatever it is. Look at Peter and just thankful to be alive. And yeah, I just wanted to share this with you too, and yeah, I will speed it up so you won't see any blood or anything, I promise. I will just share this piece too of my life, since it is such a big part of my life. She just left, and it is time for some sewing to cheer me up and get my... It always affects me. I would be silly to say something else, because you get reminded that you are sick. But I'm going to get back to my sewing, and then I'm going to get some food on the table for both of us, and we'll see how much more I will vlog, but I will share the sewing I make at least. Let's get into the sewing room. I just love being able to take one of my bags, open it up, have my plans with all what I've made and changes I made and what fabric I've used, and then everything in here. Sometimes I put the pattern pieces in, as I've done now, and that is mainly because this fabric is so slippery, much more slippery than I thought. And I just have to take one piece at a time. I've tried to fold it in order of how the pattern, how I'm sewing the pattern. But this is a very quick pattern to sew up once you figure out how to sew it, with what machine you're sewing it, and what kind of depending on the fabric, of course. But yeah, this is just perfect palette cleanser and the perfect addition to my spring wardrobe, because it's cozy but still not too hot. And since there is a lot of viscose in the fabric, I'm hoping it is not too hot at least. Let's start with the neckband and see how it goes.
I never felt tomorrow closing in this fast. Oh,
Since this is so slinky, I am actually stabilizing with some interfacing cut on the bias, the shoulder seams, that is. Just a tip. I'm hoping it won't be too stiff, but we'll see.
guess time's in a rush. Leaves are falling down, but at least they grow back. While I'm on a one-way track. Now I know what it means to grow old. Yeah, now I know the time I've got, it is just enough to get by.
Now it is the sleeves and the side seams.
Yeah, it is just enough to get by. Sometimes I understand I'm making all the wrong demands in life. It never pays in